Last question. How have you seen Envision being advantageous to prospective students during this global pandemic, and how do you see Envision influencing the application decisions beyond COVID?
I know that's a great question. And I just want to add on, and this is relevant to the question and a news point, is that during that conversation with his high school teacher, we learned that the curriculum for business in Ontario has not been updated since 2006, which is an insane discovery for us. And Envision exists because we want to bridge that 14-year gap that we were also in. We were how old were we in 2006? It's insane the fact that business has evolved so much, and we've seen universities go through the change. But why are high schools not going through the exact same change? And how Envision is helping to prospective students in the future, especially during global pandemic. What we realize is that technology really has evolved to the point where it connects more people than ever. And fun fact down memory lane, so we were the class of, we started in 2014 in first year. And the year before us, in order to apply for AFM, you had to write, those physical essays at the University of Waterloo. And it wasn't until our year where we actually got to do those virtual essays. So it really opened up, I imagine, the doors to more people applying. And that's essentially a story I want to tell because for Envision, we don't want any borders to information. And the fact that our platforms are all online is a testament to that. So we're hoping, especially given COVID, we're able to reach out more people with our vision board, our vision blogs, and hopefully some content that we're delivering through our boot camps later on. And we're really rising to that challenge and welcoming that type of change. In terms of how Envision is influencing students in terms of the application decision process, Annu kind of alluded to this, but we did talk to so many different high school students who actually use our platforms, and they were really surprised to see that there's so many business programs out there within Ontario alone, and the fact that some of them might be down the street from you. So it was really refreshing to them, and they did mention that they will keep looking into the platform, and it probably opened up their eyes in terms of how many of those OUAC slots you can use to apply to different programs, because some people don't use all of them. So it's really allowing them to apply to more things and more programs. But what I want to emphasize is that admissions alone isn't the only reason why we exist. The other question that we're really trying to answer is what exactly is business school and what goes on within a business school. So within Vision Blog, one of the platforms we're actually trying to launch, or one of the content that we're going to release in the upcoming weeks, is how do you exactly finance your undergraduate tuition, because business school isn't necessarily that cheap. And interestingly enough, we were able to develop a blog where we incorporate a parent's perspective as well as a student's perspective, because if there's anyone that cares more about your education aside from yourself, it's probably the person who helped to raise you. So we're seeing Envision sort of evolve into something where we're linking not just students together, but parents as well. And the joke is, like, when's the last time you actually ate like 3 meals together with your parents? For 1 week straight. And nowadays, like, we spend so much time with our parents. So we think it's a really opportune time, especially during the pandemic, to connect these students together with their parents through our platform. So we're interviewing people who had really prestigious, full-time scholarships, all the ways to parents who started saving up money for their kids ever since they were born. So that those are some ways that we're trying to push more content to people. And of course, in the future, we're hoping to develop a boot camp or perhaps more virtual sessions within actual high school accounting classes or other high school business classes. So we're able to educate students and really bridge that, 2006 curriculum gap and bring it forward to today and what business actually presents.
Thanks, Jacqueline. Thanks, Annu.